I'm associated with this new federal state of China. We're part of the Chinese whistleblower movement, and I'll give you a brief introduction about what we have done here and why we are wearing this jacket.
Okay, so what have you done here on the Polish-Ukrainian border as 4 million refugees, a good portion of them have streamed across this very border?
Yeah.
How have you helped?
So our rescue operation was sponsored by the Rule of Law Foundation headquartered in New York. That's where you're from. So that Rule of Law Foundation is established by the Chinese whistleblower movement. They have been whistling the Chinese Communist Party's crimes against humanity, corruption, and human rights atrocity. So they started this foundation to provide humanitarian support for all people, regardless of their nationalities, and and including the Ukrainian refugees. As my colleague just mentioned, everybody knows the Chinese Communist Party is behind Putin, is behind the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and so they're sending a wrong message that they represent the Chinese people. But no, we are not represented by the Chinese government. We never elected them to begin with. It's not democracy. It's a dictatorship.
But you said that 10,000 refugees have come through here.
Yes. So we have the largest tent here in Medica. The Medica is one of is actually the largest checkpoint for all the refugees coming from Ukraine to Poland.
Right.
So we have received over 10,000 refugees, and they come to our tent. The rest, mostly women, children, and the elderly. And so we provide 24/7 electricity, warmth, bedding, and even the kids' corner love you to take you around, and then freshly grounded coffee. It's even best than the coffee in the Upper East Side or Upper West Side in New York.
But it would be impossible for China to take in refugees, of course, right? It would never do it.
No, they're not here. They're not here because they support this.
The other side of the story.
But you know what? They do come here. They send people trying to destroy our operation. They send people who are trying to sabotage our rescue operation. They have destroyed our QR code and email system that was used to contact the refugees. And then the Chinese embassy and consulates have been sending disinformation, trying to discourage the Chinese people inside Ukraine to receive our help. So many people lost their chance of being helped because of the propagandas prepared by the Chinese Communist government.
All right. So do you want to show us a little bit around very quickly?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, can you tell us, so you're from New York and you're from PBS, right?
I'm from Public Service Television. We have a show for PBS about Israeli innovation, including rescue operations. I don't know if this is going to go in this, but it's for a new show, and it might go in our piece on the Israeli show.
Let's go.
We want to show the others.
I hope so. So this is the new federal state of China. This is who we are. So we have free coffee and free Wi-Fi.
Baby and child thing.
A baby and charging station. And you know what? The Wi-Fi for our the password to our Wi-Fi is take down CCP, take down the Chinese Communist Party.
Great.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to show us?
Yeah, let's go.
So you want to show a new, compassionate, real China.
Yes.
Real.
Yes.
Human, filled with humanity. Yeah. Not all about the gaming. Not all about the let's face it, destruction, human rights atrocity. Just look at how the Chinese government has treated the Hong Kong people, threatening to Taiwan, and also the Uyghurs concentration camp, and the Falun Gong practitioners have been persecuted. They're being killed for their organs to be used for transplantation. And also, they're also trying to sabotage, to infiltrate a Western democratic society like America. Like they're trying to buy all the, the movie, Hollywood, even mainstream media, and they're trying to use money to corrupt the American, founding values, the democratic system, which is terrible. I mean, this is the reason why the Chinese Communist Party is the cause of global disasters. I mean, and it's the Chinese people who are bearing the brunt of it. And so, I mean, enough is enough. It's time for the Chinese people to stand up to the Chinese Communist Party and to take them down. I know that you're probably a Jewish, right? Yeah. So the Jewish people you have in the past in history, you went through being emancipated from slavery, and you were persecuted. People were like that.
Very much in this country more than any country in the world.
Exactly. So we share that sentiment because the Chinese people, the 1.4 billion Chinese people, are still being enslaved by the Chinese Communist Party because all the global economy, the trade doesn't benefit the Chinese people. It benefited the Chinese Communist Party. So it's a small number of people are controlling the wealth, the power, leaving the little people forgotten. And so this is the movement started by this Mao Zedong. He's the grassroots leader. He's leading hundreds of billions of Chinese people to stand up to take down the Chinese authority, the Chinese government authority.
Well, it would be pretty amazing, I have to say. Thank you so much for speaking to me and to us. And
Thank you.
This cookie was amazing. I can't recommend enough coming down here and getting a fresh, hot cup of coffee first thing in the morning. And the baked goods, unbelievable. However, these guys are doing some of the most important work in the world. It would be completely amazing if we could get past the gaming and the idiocy in leadership. And this is the biggest country in the world. So when you get past the gaming and the idiocy in the biggest country in the world, we get to a very beautiful new place. So thank you so much.